Hello everyone and welcome back to Function Dictates Form. Today we're going to be kicking off the Cooking in College series with a college staple, ramen. So let's get started. The ingredients you'll need are 1 large egg, some beef sirloin tips, 2 packets of beef ramen, some green onions or scallions if you're fancy, some beef broth which can be substituted with water, some canola oil for our pan, some sesame oil. Then the seasonings are paprika and chipotle chili pepper, black pepper and garlic powder, and then salt. Alright, now we're going to heat up some water so we can get those noodles cooked. I'm going to fill up my pot about halfway, enough to submerge the noodles, and we're going to put it on high. Next, we're going to season and heat up our beef broth. So we're going to pour in just enough to be good for our broth. I don't know, maybe a 1/4 cup. But we're going to take our seasoning packets out of our ramen and we're going to dump that into the broth or water if you choose to substitute the beef broth with water, which I find completely okay. Next, we're going to season it with every seasoning we mentioned before except for the salt, just because it's already going to be salty enough. And once we're done seasoning our beef broth, we are then going to stir it up. I'm going to be using some chopsticks to do that. And I'm going to add a little more beef broth, get it up to like, I don't know, 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup, maybe a full cup, but probably a 1/4 to 1/2. And after that, you're just going to make sure it's heating up. For me, that includes closing my rice cooker so it can heat up better. Alright, next after that, we're going to prep our pan. So we're going to put some canola oil on it, and we're going to dump our noodles into our boiling hot water so they can start getting cooked. And next we're going to season our beef tips, and that is going to include every seasoning that I mentioned in the beginning of the video on both sides of it. Then we're going to cut it into bite-sized pieces, and that's just going to make it a lot easier to eat at the end. Then we're going to crack our large egg into our pan. We're going to cook it over easy to over medium. And after that, we're going to make sure that we're paying attention to our noodles and not forgetting them by stirring them to make sure they cook evenly. And after that, we're going to put our beef tips on the pan and have them cook. And those are going to actually cook pretty quickly. They'll start to rise a little bit in the middle, and at that point you'll know they have been browned up pretty well. And you'll just flip them over and let them cook on the other side, as I struggle to do with these chopsticks for a little bit. There we go, we finally got all of them. Alright, then we're going to want to make sure we flip our egg. And now you're going to see my failed attempt at flipping an egg, but I promise you it turned out well in the end. Just trust me on that one. And then our noodles are done, so we're going to go ahead and strain that of all the water. And once the noodles are fully strained, we're going to put that into our bowl. And then we're going to find some way to add our eggs and our beef tips to the ramen. Probably not going to use those chopsticks. There we go. Next, we're going to add sesame oil to our beef broth, and that will finish it up. And now we're gonna finish it off by adding some green onions or scallions to the ramen. And then we'll also add some chipotle chili pepper as well as a little bit of garlic powder. And now we'll call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. This is just a video that I thought I'd like making, so might make one again soon. Might be back in like 9 months. But thank you for watching this one, and stay safe during the quarantine and coronavirus pandemic. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.
高な魚介だしにたっぷりのネギと一さじのニンニクそして